Welcome in, everyone, to another edition of the Georgia Alabama Sports Live Show. Midday edition here on this Thursday. It's Thrift Barrages, Richard Holdridge, live from the Colin Scroggins 2 New Studios. We got a great show in store for you today. Big Rich, how are you hanging, man?
So great to be here, Thrift. There's a lot to get into. We got some exciting matchups, and I cannot wait to talk about it all.
Yeah, man, and we got breaking some news as well. We have a brand new sponsor and a new partnership we cannot wait to announce here coming up after this first break, Richard. But, man, we've had some great softball games going down. Calvary 21-2, looking like the team of destiny in the GIAA. Shaw loses to Brookstone, but still region champs, and we expect to have a couple of home games and maybe can make it to South Commons. Northside goes down to Central of Carroll, and they're going to be the number 3 seed. That means if they're going to make it back to South Commons, Richard, they're going to have to win on the road. How about that? Harris County region champs. They come in ranked number 1. And then, of course, Pacelli Brookstone. What needs to be said? They are rematch in the semifinals of last year's state championship this Friday. You're going to be there for that. Rome, Georgia, Richard. That's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to talk about all these matchups, Rich. But first things first. Something that is near and dear to my heart is the Alex Quinney All-State Good Hands Player of the Game, Richard. You love giving it. You just gave one today when Columbus won, yesterday when Columbus won their region championship against Shaw.
Yeah.
So we are now bringing it back. It's the Alex Quinney All-State Good Hands Player of the Week. And we are going to be giving out these each and every week. And guess what? We're really behind, Richard, these last couple of weeks. We started this giving out players of the game going back to the first week of August. And obviously, we have not been able to give out any plaques. So we're going to have to backdate it, and we're going to have to catch up, and we're going to be giving out a ton of them over the next couple of weeks. We're going to be pretty much giving out and making posts once a day to try to catch up to now. And then when we finally catch up, we'll be doing 2 of those a week. So we cannot wait to be able to give these out. I got about 40 plaques in my truck right now that I'm ready to hand deliver to all the former Alex Quinney All-State Good Hands Player of the Game from flag football, volleyball, from football, and, of course, softball. We're going to be giving out from every broadcast we've done the Players of the Week.
Cannot wait. I'm excited about it. Last year, we were able to meet up with these players and their coaches and take pictures, and we've had some great moments that we posted on social media, and the kids love it too. They love being honored, and it's great to get that recognition. We want to thank Alex Quinney for not only being a sponsor, but for caring about these student athletes and allowing us to shine the limelight on these student athletes.
Yeah, that is correct on that, Richard. So glad that we were able to announce that we're going to be giving those plaques away. Cannot wait to get to a school near you. What we're going to do is take a break. When we come back from break, guess what? We're making that announcement. We got a new partnership we're excited to bring to the entire community. We'll be talking about that next on the Georgia Alabama Sports Live Show. We'll be right back after this.
For the big, for the small, the short, and the tall. Peacemakers, risk takers. For the optimists, pessimists, exhibitionists. For long distance love. For the farsighted, nearsighted. For introverts and extroverts. For the thinkers and the doers. For old friends. Coca-Cola. For everyone.
For game day, work day, or any day, Glenn Smith in Opelika is loaded with GMC Sierra and Canyon trucks. Choose from a huge selection of the best-selling full-size GMC Sierras discounted up to $13,750 off. Test drive the new mid-size GMC Canyons with a comfortable ride and strong towing, discounted up to $4,000 off. Plus, enjoy no payments until December. Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika. Get ready to drive and get ready to smile.
Imagine a life-changing injury. Imagine the fear and unknown. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team, the only physicians in the area with advanced certification in orthopedic sports medicine, treats sports injuries with innovative techniques. The Houston Clinic has helped nearly 1 million athletes live without pain. Imagine getting back in the game. Imagine the best game of your life. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team.
Welcome back in, everyone, to the Georgia Alabama Sports Live Show, Thursday midday edition. Big Rich. Let's make the announcement, Rich. All right. As I've made mention, we have a brand new partnership coming on Georgia Alabama Sports Live, Richard. And I am super excited about this company joining what we're trying to build here. And after I just made mention, we're going to be giving Player of the Week plaques. Well, now we have a new award we're going to be giving out each week. Two student athletes of the week. And it is going to be the Planet Fitness Student Athlete of the Week. Thank you to Travell and Planet Fitness, all three locations in this area that are believing in what we are doing for these young athletes. And now we're going to celebrate the student part. All these athletes are in school. They're having to keep up with their grades. They're having to maintain a high GPA to be able to go play at the next level. And we want to celebrate those students. They do an amazing job in the classroom and go above and beyond. So thank you to Planet Fitness, Travell, and the entire Planet Fitness organization for believing in us. And we are going to value this partnership for many years to come. So I am proud to announce it is the Planet Fitness Student Athlete of the Week on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Coming in the near future, we'll be having awards that we'll be giving out each week for them.
I know we're excited that we're able to have another sponsor to Georgia Alabama Sports Live, and Planet Fitness truly cares about the student athlete. I know it's great to shine the limelight on these athletes and what they do on the court and on the field, but we also want to acknowledge them in the classroom, because it is tough to be a student and have practice and have to have your homework and get good scores on your test and try to balance out all the classes.
It's like
you
a
have in high
full-time
school.
job, man.
It's a full-time job because you got practice, and so we want to acknowledge them, and what better way than to partner with Planet Fitness for this. So I'm excited, and I can't wait until those first announcements.
And Richard, you were talking about it. I'm a guy that sometimes can be uncomfortable working out in front of people. And guess what? Planet Fitness is a judgment-free zone.
That's
and
correct.
that is what we want to support. We want to support athletes being themselves, being free, being the athlete, the personality that they are becoming as a young female or male that is heading into the real world here in the not too distant future. For a lot of them are going on to the next level, and we got to celebrate what they do in the classroom. So the Planet Fitness Student Athlete of the Week, we are glad to partner with them, and thank you so much again to Travell and his team for being a part of Georgia Alabama Sports Live. All right, from one to the next, we have the Hula Hands Highlight of the Week winner that we're announcing. Without further ado, let's cue the video.
Throwing in trouble, tipped and intercepted by Fowler, and Fowler's got room ahead of her. It's a pick six for Addison Fowler.
Wow, Richard, that was a great play. Pick six. Harris County
To the
Flag
house.
Football is your Hula Hands highlight of the
Love
week.
it.
Congratulations to them for winning that. Thank you again to Valley Hospitality, Ginger Surprise, and Hula Hands for their support of what we do here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live, and they are your Hula Hands. That was your Hula Hands highlight of the week.
Yeah, and I can't wait until next week, as we are going to have some great plays from all the sports that we do, whether it's football, volleyball, softball, and flag football. There's so much to choose from, and next week we'll have 3 great plays, and it's just great that we're able to highlight these exciting plays, a part of our broadcast.
And we will be next Wednesday live from Hula Hands. So come and hang out with us, get you some good
We
drinks.
go.
They got amazing food.
Let's
I
go.
cannot wait to get there. It's going to be the Hula Hands hosting the Georgia Alabama Sports Live show. Is going to be a lot of fun. All right, we're going to take another break. And when we come back from break, we'll recap what has happened this week so far, what's coming up in the next couple of days, all on the Georgia Alabama Sports Live show.
Imagine a life-changing injury. Imagine the fear and unknown. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team, the only physicians in the area with advanced certification in orthopedic sports medicine, treats sports injuries with innovative techniques. The Houston Clinic has helped nearly 1 million athletes live without pain. Imagine getting back in the game. Imagine the best game of your life. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Georgia Alabama Sports Live show. Richard, all right, we talked about it this week. Calvary beat the defending champion Tatnall. They look like the favorite to win it all in the GIAA. Columbus and Shaw are going to be making the playoffs, so we're excited about them. Richard, Pacelli and Brookstone, they need to finish out the week strong. If Brookstone can beat Calvary or take one of the two games that they had to face against them, the one game they faced against them, and Pacelli's able to beat Westfield, the number one team in 3A, that's both number ones going down. Both those teams can make their way into that top 8, but that's going to be really tough. We're actually going to get Pacelli versus Westfield on Thursday, but you're going to be live from the Midtown Showdown. Columbus and Hardaway, they had not made this a name for this game last year, Richard. We did the whole tailgate and everything, and now you're going to be back this Thursday for Columbus and Hardaway. Tails kind of flipped, man. Remember last year, Hardaway was a surprise team, and Columbus was having a struggling year. Now, Hardaway's winless, and Columbus comes in 5-1 on the season. How about Coach Peters' team? What are you looking forward to with this one?
Well,
You'll be on the call.
I'm looking forward to just a game where Columbus is going to showcase their skilled players. Right now, they're 5-1, trying to go to 6-1, but Hardaway would love nothing more than to spoil the party and get the first win for first-year coach Will Weldon. I know Hardaway lost a lot of seniors for that 4-6 team that was on the doorstep of the playoffs, but it seems like their roles have been reversed this season, especially with what Columbus is doing. They have not made the playoffs since 2018. And the Midtown Showdown is just something special about this rivalry. I'm glad they were able to bring this rivalry back. They play for a trophy. They played down at Otis Spencer Stadium last year. It was on a Friday. They did tailgate. They had the bands and the cheerleading, and high school game day was there. This is going to be up at Kinnett Stadium. It's on a Thursday night. Still, they're going to still have some good celebrations, and I can't wait to be there. And this is just a special rivalry because I get to be on the call for the second year in a row for the Midtown Showdown.
On Friday, we're going to be doing not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6. Yeah, 6. That's it. We cap at 6, man. First off, Harris County on the road to Stars Mill. If they win that, they pretty much are going to be in the playoffs as the number 4 seed. So we're cheering on Tommy Watson's team as the Tigers hit the road, and they have a very winnable game against a Stars Mill team that is nowhere near what they were last year and the year before that. Then we have Calvary hosting Westfield. That's back-to-back losses Calvary's had. These games are at 7:30 again. They're trying to bounce back, Richard, in a big way against a really good Westfield team, ranked number 3 in 3A. Also happening on Friday at 7:30, guess what? Pacelli and Brookstone, the Battle of the Brucelli Jug. Well, Pacelli got a big win over Calvary last week. Brookstone ranks number 3 in the GIAA, 6-1 on the season. Richard, cannot wait to see that game as well. Auburn and Smith Station are going to be battling it out. Auburn coming in, licking their wounds against the loss 35-0, 36-0 against Central, whereas Smith Station has a lot of confidence. Could we see an upset brewing over there, Richard? And Glenwood, how about Coach Ryan Nelson? They've already clinched a playoff spot. If they win against Dadeville, the final home game this Friday night, they will clinch the number 2 seed. That means they get a home playoff game, and they get the right next week against Lee Scott to win back-to-back region champs. So we're going to have all those, and then I'm hitting the road to Americus, and I'm going to see Sumter County, undefeated, take it on the undefeated Cava Tigers on the hill. Jarvis Jones, former All-American in Georgia, leading the Tigers. Will Rogers, All-American in Mississippi State, leading the Panthers. Cannot wait to see those teams battle. You're getting all that on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
I cannot wait for those 6 games, and I'm going to be out the halftime show presented by the Beck Center, and it's going to be fun for me just to watch all these games on my multiple devices that I'm going to have at the location that we're going to set up for the halftime show. I'm really excited about that Carver-Sumter County matchup because you get 2 top 10 teams in 2A.
Wow.
It's one of the top matchups in the state going on right now down in Americus, where the entire town shuts down to pack that stadium. And the Carver fans are going to travel as well. Remember last year we were on the call for that game where Carver ended up beating Sumter County 31-0. But I think this is a much different Sumter County team. They have beaten every team on their schedule convincingly, with the exception of Crisp County in week 1. That was a close game. Former Carver defensive coordinator Justin Newman is the coach over there. He knows a thing or two about Sumter County. But I'm wondering if Carver gets down, can they regroup? And that depth could just eventually take over. So this is going to be a game. I think it's going to be a lot closer than people think.
I think Coach Peters gets a big win tomorrow. I mean, tonight against Hardaway, and I think they go to 6-1. I cannot wait for tomorrow's matchup. It's going to be a ton of fun on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. And then you will be in Rome, Georgia, and covering and bringing us up-to-date information. You'll be dropping videos and hopefully interviews because Brooks and Pacelli, they play in football. They also play in volleyball in a semifinal matchup on Friday afternoon. Richard, you'll be live on, and you can watch it on GIAA.tv. And then on Saturday, you'll be there for the state championship as well. The winner of that will play the winner of Tallulah Falls and Kings Academy. So we're going to be all over the state, it seems like, this Friday and Saturday, Richard.
Yeah, we've got the 2 classifications of volleyball championships up at Shorter University. There is one team. We talk about Brooks and Pacelli. There's another team in our coverage area that's in this thing, LaGrange Academy. I wanted to give a shout out to them because they make the playoffs for the first time in 15 years.
Wow.
Excited that LaGrange Academy, they're taking on the defending 2A champions Heritage in that semifinal game. That's going to be at 11:30 on Friday.
Well, Rich, we had a lot of fun here. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. We'll see you tonight at 7 o'clock, Kinnett Stadium, home of the Midtown Showdown.
I mean, you can go to Otis Spencer Stadium. No one's going to be there.
Big Rich will be on the call. He cannot wait. Blue Devils and Hawks coming up tonight. See you next time.
See ya.
Georgia Alabama Sports Live Show.